Hi guys, so I wanted to give you some information on the final so you have a clear understanding of what my expectations are. It's a two-part final, so you have the university comparison report and then a final reflection paper, and each of those is worth 50 points. So for the university comparison report, what I've done is I've put this in here as a Word document, and if you do not have access to Word, I have it here as a PDF. I do prefer that this is typed, but if you can't type it and you need to handwrite it, that is fine. Just make sure that I can read your handwriting, okay? So here is the comparison report, and let me make this a little bit, let me get a little bit bigger. Maybe not. Okay. Anyways, what I want you to do is compare a major at 3 different schools. And I don't care what the major is. So if you haven't decided on your major, that's okay. Just choose something that's of interest to you at this point in time. The purpose of this is to really understand how to research and not necessarily what the major is. So you would write your 3 schools here that you will be comparing. And then you're just going to do some basic research on the campuses to figure out what their requirements are and who they are and that type of thing. And then on the second page, you're going to dig a little bit deeper. So within these majors, I want you to see if there is a concentration. And if there is one, which one is it that interests you? Sometimes a concentration is also called an option, an emphasis, or a track. So it varies on the language that they use. In the next area, I want you to list 3 upper division courses, and I want you to provide me with the name of the class and not just the number. So don't just put down, Psych 350. Tell me what that class is, the name of that class. So here's an example from Sac State. This is the kinesiology major at Sac State. You can either do an exercise science concentration or a physical education concentration. And so if we go into the exercise science, it shows what the requirements are for that major. Sac State's pretty easy. So for another campus, you might need to dig a little bit deeper. You can see here, this is the pre-major required courses. Those are the lower division courses. And then here they have the upper division courses. And so at Sac State, courses numbered 1 to 99 are lower division, and then the 100s are upper division. In most schools, what you'll see is 100 and 200 level courses are lower division, and upper division courses are numbered 300 and 400. So just kind of be aware of that. But what's nice about Sac State is if you click on the course here, it brings up a description here. So it tells you about what this class is. So instead of just writing down systemic physiology, you have an idea of, wow, this sounds really exciting to me, experiments using humans. And so, is that really exciting to you? Or maybe, you're really interested in the care of athletic injuries. So read about the course. Don't just, do it for the assignment and pick out the course title, but, find out a little bit more about that. So back to this here. So listing those upper division courses, and I do go look these up. So if it sounds to me like it is not an upper division course, I will dig a little bit deeper, go into the site and see what I can find. Next question, what opportunities are there for experiences outside the classroom? So don't just tell me internships, be specific. What are you finding? Internships where? Okay. Because this just tells me that you wrote down what I said as a suggestion. So dig deeper into this. Okay. What are 3 support services available to you? And is there anything specific to transfer students? So a lot of campuses these days have a specific transfer center. So go in and see if you can find that. Tell me where it's located, what building it is it in. Tell me something specific about that service. Then, just kind of summarizing what appealed to you the most about this university and the least. And does it meet your criteria that you selected on your campus selection worksheet from the beginning of our class? And then you would rank these. So maybe your number 1 rank is what you did in the 3rd column, okay? So I think students have a lot of fun with this, just kind of comparing and learning more about each of the campuses and what it is that they have to offer. So a school like UC Santa Barbara, their psych major is very, very different from psych at like Long Beach or Sonoma State. And so it's important that you realize that before you spend time preparing for the major and then getting there and realizing, oh, this isn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. So it's important that you do this research from the beginning. The second part of the final is an essay. It's not a long essay, it's 1 page. Please double space for me. It just helps me with my reading. And so, just reflecting on what you've learned. So what new information have you gained about yourself and the criteria that's important for your transfer pathway? Where are you in the transfer process? Are you just beginning? Are you about ready to go? If you're about ready to go, what are you nervous about? You can share that information. What courses do you need to still take to meet admission and major prep requirements? Is something going to be challenging for you? And if so, what are you going to do to make sure you succeed? And then after conducting research in comparing campuses, what campuses are you leaning toward and why? And what steps do you need to take in order to reach your transfer goal? So, it's really just a reflection of everything that you have gained in the class and where you're at. So I really, really recommend that you come in and meet with myself or my colleague Robin or Sarah or Jeff. We're all in the transfer center, and you can meet one-on-one with us, and we'll happily sit down and talk with you more about what it is that you're wanting to do. Just so you know, I will be on sabbatical in the spring, so I will not be here, but I will be back in the summer, and I would be more than happy to see you in the summer. If you're continuing on in the fall, you can come back and make an appointment. All right, so I've enjoyed getting to know all of you and helping you through this process and learning things from you as well. And I hope that you've gained a lot from the class and have a better understanding of what it is that you need to do in order to make a smooth transition.